All right, don't eat it. There's always something wrong.
Oh, if it's gonna turn into a big thing.
Look, if you really can't stand it, just don't eat it.
It's delicious.
Reminds me of the orange sherbet argument. Oh, madman. Oh. Hi, movie lovers. Welcome to Old Lady Reacts. I'm the old lady, otherwise known as Michelle. I'm a huge movie buff, and this is my channel where I react to mostly action and superhero movies that I've never seen before, but also other stuff that looks interesting or new. I started the channel so I could understand the inside jokes and references in WandaVision, and here we are, over a year and a half later, still reacting. Let's continue our celebration of spooky season with a classic horror film, Rosemary's Baby. Full disclosure, I thought that I had seen this, but when I think about it, like I have no memory of it at all. So I'm going to call this a first time viewing, but we'll have to see if anything looks familiar. I have no idea. But I think I can relate to the whole like horrors of pregnancy kind of woman, even though I've never had any kids. Like it seems like an inherently terrifying ordeal where your body feels like it's been taken over by an alien or a demon or something. At least I think that's what direction this movie is going to go in. I guess we'll see. Is this about like her being pregnant or about the baby itself once it's born? Could go either way. It'll be interesting to see a Roman Polansky movie since he's kind of a controversial figure. I don't think I've seen any other movies of his, so I have no idea if he's got like a particular style or not. But this stars Farrow, who is also an interesting figure. But I've liked her other movies. And Charles Grodin, who's pretty funny, although I'm thinking the humor is probably not going to be a big part of this particular movie. And then John Cassavetes, who apparently is a really well-known actor, but also directed a lot of more famous films, but I don't think I've seen anything with him or by him. So this is going to be interesting. I don't know if I'm going to be freaked out or not. I was not freaked out by Night of the Living Dead, which was made the same year as this movie. I was more annoyed at by how like the women were portrayed in Night of the Living Dead, but Rosemary sounds like she's the lead character, so maybe I'll like this one a lot more and like get more sucked in. So we'll see if it freaks me out. Before we get started, please subscribe so you can see all of my reactions, and then check out my Patreon if you're interested in participating in polls, having early access to videos, and watching full-length reactions. Hop over there and become a patron to support the channel. All right, let's dive into Rosemary's Baby. Okay, the music starts out really creepy already. Okay, that's kind of creepy. And okay, la 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 la. La 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 la. Awesome buildings, so I gotta say.
Well, that's where the money is, isn't it? The commercial
And the artistic thrills, too. Yeah.
Okay.
passed away just a few days ago, so nothing has been moved yet.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit of a beat up building there.
Did she die in the apartment? Not that it makes
Oh,
any
no.
Yes, please say no.
Grateful to go that way myself when the time comes.
Jesus, that's a huge kitchen.
A nice view of the park. Oh,
I
very
can
nice
no
view.
longer associate myself. What?
Mint? Basil?
No marijuana?
Dude. Yeah, you might want to check the water pressure. That old of a building.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's a nice
This
place,
works,
man.
of course.
Oh.
In New York, man, you'd be lucky to live in a place like that.
There's a closet behind that secretary.
That's not a secretary. It's a high boy.
Give me a hand, will you?
Really? I like the look that passed between them. That was funny. I used to work at a really high-end furniture store, and we had some pieces like that were by Stickley, and a big Georgian chest like that was like $60,000.
I'm authorized to show the apartment.
Well,
Just a linen closet. Okay.
But why would she cover up a vacuum cleaner and her towels?
I don't suppose we'll ever know.
I think we're going to find out. Call me crazy.
The Trent sisters were two proper Victorian ladies. They cooked and ate several young children, including a niece.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, lovely.
Awful things happen in every apartment house.
This house has a high incidence of unpleasant happenings.
So she has kind of an English accent, but Mia Farrow's not English. That's a very creepy shot. And it's the wallpaper half coming off the walls. That is really creepy. But it's a good touch, you know how beat up the place is. But at least they emptied it out for them now.
Roman, bring me out some root beer when you come.
Oh, I can hear the neighbors that clearly. Oh my gosh. I suppose that was pretty normal back then.
Hey,
It's a great
let's
shot.
make love.
Okay. I don't think he's going to say no to that. Not going to be very comfortable on the floor, though. Yikes. What are we watching here? Oh, she's painted all the wood and everything, so it's all okay. I actually really like white woodwork.
And as you can see, we have a model for every kind of writing. You know, you really should discover those.
Oh, that's his little commercial. That's cute that she wants to watch it. That's kind of adorable.
Look,
She changed the creepy closet. That's good. Oh, she looks like Gwyneth Paltrow right there. Oh my gosh, I almost thought that I was watching Gwyneth Paltrow.
Mrs. Casterette gave it to me. It's good luck, or anyway it's supposed to be. It's got some stuff inside.
Oh, it's like one of those little fragrance balls. I've seen those before.
Like the daughter they never had.
Well,
At
that's
first I thought
nice
they
of
wanted
them.
me for some kind of a sex thing, but they turned out to be like real grandparents.
Okay, good to know. It's funny. I didn't imagine that she'd be married. Are they watching TV? Like what? Okay, that's creepy.
Will you please get back? There's nothing to see. Oh, get back, will you please?
Is that that's the neighbor lady that she was just talking to? What the hell?
You knew her?
Only slightly.
But that building, that archway that they walk through into the court, like a courtyard area or the entrance or something, that looks like the entrance to the building that stands in for the Arconia in Only Murders in the Building.
Food me.
That's some very red fake blood. Or is that like a back alleyway? Can't tell really what the layout of the building is.
I told you not to tell her in advance. I told you she wouldn't be open-minded.
I told Sister Veronica about the windows and she withdrew the school from the competition.
What? All right.
Zine.
Oh, my nice picture.
It's a really nice kitchen. Even old, that's huge.
You listen to be a real help to us. First night we'll be alone since.
Are you sure it wouldn't be too...
Yeah, I kind of want to see what their apartment looks like.
It's a bad play anyway.
Yeah, even if it falls out of town, it's the kind of part that gets noticed.
I think a very traditional male-female husband and wife relationship here. Here's a sandwich and a beer the second you come home, honey.
My, I'm glad you could come, Guy. Fixing to tell everybody that I knew you went. Look,
That's sweet. Like fixing to tell everybody that I knew you when.
No pope ever visits a city where the newspapers are on strike.
I heard he's going to postpone.
Okay. Kind of random, but...
You have a most interesting inequality, Guy. It appears in your television work, too. It should take you a long...
Is he going to like them now because they're like filling him up with compliments and steak and cake and wine?
I'd like to have a spice garden someday.
Me too.
Polite.
No. It's very interesting, Mrs.
You
Kent.
see?
Minnie. I'm Minnie, he's Roman, okay? Okay.
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 The hook's in the wall and clean spaces, and the one picture that is there doesn't fit.
Did they show that? Why did she see that?
You're up and around? On my first day, I experienced such pain I couldn't move, eat, or anything. Dan used to give me gin through a straw to kill the pain.
That'll do it. Straight gin? Score.
Tannis, anyone?
Look, if you took it, you ought to wear it.
It's funny because like everything seems very like, I don't want to say normal, but like pretty normal. Like what's happening? You know, like what's really going on here?
Alan Stone. I'm sure there won't be any problem, Mr. Weiss, not as far as we're concerned.
So did he get apart because the other guy got sick?
Donald Baumgart, he's gone blind. Woke up yesterday and he can't see.
He's gone blind? Okay. Wowza. That was a bit more extreme than I thought.
You know how actors are. They're all a bit self-centered. I bet even Laurence Olivier is vain and self-centered.
He doesn't seem terribly self-centered to this point. Like, I mean, she doesn't seem particularly neglected.
Let's have a baby, all right? Let's have 3 babies, one at a time, all right?
You better start earning some more money before they do that. I thought he was all concerned about money, but maybe not. Does he have, like, rich parents or something?
You really mean it, really?
No, I'm kidding. Sure I mean it. Oh, Ro, honey, for God's sakes, don't cry,
Oh,
all
no,
right?
I won't.
It's funny, like this, her style of acting with here. Have you guys seen the old Parent Trap with Haley Mills? It's very similar to that. I should see, where's my iPad? Oh, it's way back there. I should see when that was made.
Isn't it gorgeous? I hope we have the coldest winter ever.
He got a weird look on his face when she said that.
Who says there's nothing to ESP?
Madame and Monsieur shall have the dessert after all. Mousse
Oh, she brought them
or as
chocolate?
many calls it.
I don't know that I'd be too mad about that. You bring me chocolate mousse, baby.
It's good.
There's something in it.
All right, don't eat it. There's always something wrong.
Oh, if it's gonna turn into a big thing.
Look, if you really can't stand it, just don't eat it.
It's delicious.
Reminds me of the orange sherbet argument. Oh, madman. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's what she has to do in order to, like, not eat something she doesn't want to eat. Oh, Lord. That is a little weird. That's a really nice light fixture, though. I do like that. Oh, Jesus. Cute shoes. What is going on? Like the clock ticking in the background is weird.
Catholics only. I wish we weren't bound by these prejudices, but unfortunately...
What is this going on? I'm so confused. What is happening?
You don't see. As long as she ate the mouse, she can't see. Now here she's like dead. Now sing.
So is this happening? I have a feeling like she's supposed to not think it's happening for real, but I feel like maybe it is happening for real. But so the husband's in on it. What the hell? And they're really getting off on showing her boobs.
This is no dream. This is really happening.
Is it?
Cocktails or wine, not cocktails and wine, huh?
The dreams
Oh my God.
I didn't want to miss baby night.
You...
And a couple of
While I
my
was
nails were
out?
ragged, and it was kind of fun in a necrophile sort of way.
What the fuck?
Someone was raping me. I didn't know. Someone inhuman.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was you, dude.
This morning or tonight. Last night wasn't the only split second.
Or wait a little while. Okay. Now we're into some weird fucking territory here.
Don't you think we ought to talk about it?
About what?
About you raping me? Don't watch her do it. Like I can't. I just have to just like not see anything when they're taking blood. I can't.
Really?
I wouldn't be too happy about it, sweetheart. Something's going on here, of course. We're almost an hour into this, though. And we really like slightly creepy things are happening, but we haven't. There's not a real sense of menace yet.
You want to be stupid, be non-violent stupid.
Oh, she got her hair.
I've been to Vidal Sassoon.
Don't tell me you paid for that.
Oh, he doesn't like it.
Pains will be gone in 2 days. Ectopic pregnancy.
Well, it's not entirely unheard of, but just maybe not her situation. Oh, this is the first of the creepy music since the beginning. We haven't had any creepy music for like an hour.
God.
It's Vidal Sassoon. It's very in.
What's wrong with you?
I think Mia Farrow is the one who made it be in. I don't know that it was in before this movie.
I don't sleep well. I have stiff joints or something, so I get pain.
She does look rather thin and pale, honestly.
How are you, Hutch? Good to see
You're
you.
the surprise. What happened?
Oh, they stopped for a rewrite, those dumb bastards.
It's almost like the more pale she gets, the more tan everybody else gets. Like, he looks really tan. Or maybe he's just got makeup on from the set, or whatever. Again with the creepy music. It comes in at odd times. It's like, is it coming in when it's meant to? Or is it just like, are they just meeting it out in the beginning and then like the last half hour is going to be all really creepy? Is that liver? Is that what she's eating? At first I thought it was like jellied cranberry sauce, but... It's a very 60s party.
November? What? You have been in pain since November and he's not...
God, look at how she looks awful.
You can't go on suffering like this.
I won't have an abortion.
Nobody's telling you to have an abortion. Just...
Yeah, where did that come from?
They're a bunch of not very bright bitches who ought to mind their own goddamn business.
All they said was...
Dude, chill.
It's not fair to Saperstein.
Not fair to...
Yeah, what about what's fair to me?
Oh, yeah, felt it.
Don't be scared, I won't bite you.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's really...
This is very weird.
Clean up some of this mess.
Yeah, maybe you should, honey. He just like walk over his records like they weren't even there.
Hutch is dead. I feel awful.
I'm still confused about... Oh, all this time she didn't even think of him? Oh, that's weird. But yeah, like I'm trying to think of like what was their relationship though? It always like I don't know that got fully explained. I like her little fuzzy slippers.
Name is an anagram.
Oh, interesting. The Scrabble game coming back around. Hey movie lovers, just want to take a very brief intermission to tell you that there are full-length versions of a bunch of my reactions over on Patreon, as well as exclusive reactions that haven't been published on YouTube, and polls. If you'd like to choose what I react to or watch the entire movie along with me, hop over there and check it out. Okay, let's get back to the movie. But yeah, it's interesting, like we're like an hour and a half into this, and we're still like barely scratching the surface of what's really going on. Like, comes with the fall. So I'm trying to work the anagram out in my head, but it's not going to happen. Oh. Okay. But that's still not like... Roman Castevet is not an anagram for all of them, which is there's no W in it. Or I. That's weird that she... Like, what is those...
Roman Castevet is Stephen Marcano, rearranged.
Oh, so he wasn't talking about the name of the book. That was an anagram.
Look, your hands are shaking now. Come on, give it to me. You read it
Guy.
tomorrow. I mean it now. Give it to me.
He does kind of treat her like she's a child.
Are you sure they'll leave on Sunday?
I'll see to it.
A very abrupt cut there.
Oh, I put it in the garbage.
What?
I didn't want you upsetting yourself anymore.
Guy,
Yeah, he really does infantilize her.
that's a terrible thing to do.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking about Hutch.
Let me shove this pill in your mouth. Is she going to find that back at her apartment then? Oh, okay. Use of a united mental forces, some kind called a coven. I feel like there was a really big leap between the evidence of what she was seeing and her being able to find this info in the original book and leading to this. Like, it just seems like weird.
By the way, he has something of yours, you know.
What do you mean?
What does he have?
You don't mean my tie, do you?
Yes.
Oh. Well, he's got mine and I've got his.
Did they mention the tie before and I just didn't hear that? Did he mention the tie, that he had his tie?
Time. 4 o'clock? Fine. All righty. See you then. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Interesting choice of magazine headline there. She doesn't look that big for being that almost ready to give birth.
It isn't, is it? I don't think he has a good luck charm. Anyway, he has the same smell once in a while, whatever it is. And
Yeah, I think it was safe to assume that the doctor was in on all this. I love her little freckles. So they're so cute.
Are you Dr. Hill's patient?
No, yes, I mean, well, I've seen him once.
Yeah, the doctor might not call if she's not actually a patient.
I can't stay too long here. They'll be coming looking for me. Dr. Hill? Dr. Hill, there's a plot.
Why is he not saying anything? Is he did he pass out or something? Or is that not Dr. Hill and that's Dr. Saperstein?
Mrs. Woodhouse, I'm not at my office now. I'm home. I've been up since yesterday morning.
I beg you.
Who is that?
My husband may call you and ask if you've
I'm not going to speak to anyone. I'm going to take a nap.
Oh, and he's not going to wake up. Who is that? Is that Dr. Saperstein? Oh, just a random dude? Okay, then don't block her in. Who does that? Just blocks her into the thing.
Driver, please, could you wait and watch until I'm inside the door?
I mean, that'd be nice, but what is he going to do if she doesn't make it inside the door? Oh, she did.
He
Okay.
lied to you.
It's weird points. We're almost 2 hours into this. It's like, what's really like?
He's probably hiding a mark. You know they give you marks when you join. All sorts of rituals. They hold Sabbaths there.
Oh, he's going to think she's nuts.
They gave him success, and he promised them our baby to use in their rituals. I know this sounds crazy, but...
Yeah, it really does, honey. It really does.
There was another actor like him, Donald Baumgart, and they put a spell on him.
That's not how she put the books in the suitcase.
They probably called him to come home and steal one of Hutch's belongings, which he did. Took his glove.
Well, she's probably right, but of course he's going to think she's crazy.
Maybe all this is coincidence, but one thing is for sure. They have a coven and they want my baby.
Certainly seems that way.
Is he one too? What? Don't be so glad that he believes you, sweetheart. I don't know. That's a good idea.
I don't believe in witchcraft, but there are plenty of maniacs and crazy people in this city.
Well, okay. All right.
Oh, shall I undress now?
No, it'll take me about a half an hour on the telephone. You just lie down, rest.
Oh, he's going to have her committed or something. Or he's going to call to the husband, and the husband's going to come and get her. Yeah, that look, I don't know. Either that or he's one of them and he's going to call. No, honey, no, we're not going to God bless Dr. Hill. I don't think this is going to end the way you want it to.
I was sleeping.
Yeah, and the husband, and yeah. Oh, dear.
Because if you say anything more about witches or witchcraft, we're going to be forced to take you to a mental hospital. You don't want that, do you?
I don't think so. Oh, it's that guy too driving the car. You know, it's interesting though. That's like it's witches, but mostly male witches. And I guess maybe I always think of witches as female. I don't know. It's a weird movie. It's like it's been 2 hours and nothing's really happened yet. Does she have to? She's gonna try to run. What's her plan here? Is she?
To call Rosemary the second she gets home. It's terribly urgent. Don't forget. Hmm?
Oh, what? They're like tiptoeing that fast. What?
There's nothing to be afraid of, Rosemary. Honest and truly, there isn't.
There's nothing but a mild sedative to calm you down.
What the hell? Like, it's so weird.
Baby, somebody help me!
I mean, I get, like, is it like an allegory, like, for, like, men being, like, in control of women's bodies?
Doctor's hospital! Doctor's hospital! You're gonna be perfectly all right. I give you my absolute word of honor. Everything clean and sterile.
Yeah, I probably don't want you to go to the hospital because then there'll be a record of the baby. It's the sound of the ticking clock is just so odd to me.
Where is it?
There were complications, Rosemary, but nothing that'll affect future births.
What?
The hospital, I might have been able to do something about it, but you wouldn't listen.
Honey, we can have others as soon as you...
Well, you could have taken her to a hospital like she was knocked out. Like, what the hell is going on? What is this? It's so weird.
Prepartum. I don't know. It's some kind of a hysteria.
Prepartum hysteria?
Paramount's within an inch of where we want him, and suddenly Universal's interested too.
He really did get his success. Give them the baby, and he did get success.
I gotta run now and get famous.
I gotta go get famous.
It will be hot
Why is
and
there a baby
overcast
crying?
upstate New York as well, with the possibility of...
She is the baby next door because they took it. Like, I'm still like 100% sure, like, is she really crazy or is this really happening? Like, what the hell is going on? And there's only like, we're 2 hours into this. Like, what's going on?
Do you hear a baby crying?
And she hasn't wised up enough to not ask these people for this. Maybe keep it inside your head and deal with your own stuff. Yeah, deal with it like by yourself because these people aren't going to help you.
Did you turn the air conditioner on?
Mm-hmm.
Are they having her pump? Yeah, she saw that in the window too. Yeah, they're having her pump so that they can give the milk to the baby.
Hello, girls. Shoot. 95 out.
And what does the weather have to do with anything? Like, why is it so hot? Where's her fuzzy slippers? So there's been no clue further about this closet since the beginning of the movie. The story construction feels very odd. Like, we're 2 hours into this, right? And I feel like this whole story could have been told in like 45 minutes to get to this point. So I don't know. Like, it took a really long time just to get here. To where she's actually like taking action on her own. What, did she have a key? Well, don't leave it like that. They're gonna see that you were poking around. Is he going to a party or something on the 8th floor with all the other witches? Oh, so it just opened. Okay, I thought she'd have to like break through a wall or something. I've seen that painting before. What is she doing? How is this going to be like an effective... Oh, what is that? Okay. What's the big black thing? Oh, is that a baby cradle?
Go back to bed. You know you're not supposed to be up and around.
Is the mother?
Rosemary.
Shut up.
Rosemary.
Shut up. You're in Dubrovnik. I don't hear you.
You're in Dubrovnik. I don't hear you. Are they just going to let her see? Oh, that's the picture from the book. And a black cat. Again, this was like, Ghost Watch was like this, where there was almost nothing happened for the first 3/4 of the movie, and then like everything happens in the last 15 minutes. Oh, what do we see? What does she see? What does she see?
What have you done to it?
It?
He has his father's eyes.
What are you talking about? Guys' eyes are normal.
Do we see it? Do we get to see the baby? I want to see it.
He came up from hell and begat a son of mortal woman.
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Okay, hail Satan. Wow.
Chose you out of all the world, out of all the women in the whole world. He chose you. He arranged.
Look at the husband's like, I can't look at this. I can't watch this. I don't want to be here for this. I want to see what the husband's gonna do.
Oh, God!
Oh, you see a little bit. Such a weird. Yeah, let's say, don't stab my floor.
Minnie and Laura Louise are too old. It's not right.
Yeah, well, that's true enough. They are kind of old. Who's at the... He's going to take a picture of the baby. They're all so proud.
Hey, promise me you wouldn't be hurt. And you haven't been. Really.
Oh, no, not at all. You're fine.
Wouldn't that be the same? We're getting so much in return.
Not really, no. Yeah, good for you, sweetheart. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, what is this? Is this an allegory? What is this an allegory for? What's the fear here? I'll have to look at some of the commentary about it.
Nothing's in it. Just plain ordinary Lipton's tea. You drink it.
Yes, I'm sure Lipton loves having their brand associated with this moment. Maybe stop rocking it like that, lady. You're being rather violent with the rocking.
Well, she's liable
Sit down with the others, Laura Louise.
Did she stick her tongue out at her?
Trying to get me to be his mother.
Yeah, maybe.
Aren't you his mother?
Yeah, pretty much. Of course, like the Japanese guy or Chinese guy is taking pictures. Like, oh my god. It's so weird. Do we get to see it? I want to see it. More of it. Like, we saw a flash of it, but... Oh, it's panning down. Oh, it is. God. It's fade away. Very weird. What the hell? What? Okay, I get, What the hell was that? I don't get it. I don't understand what it was trying to say. It's a horror movie, but it wasn't that creepy. I didn't reach for my scary sweater to hide behind for even a minute. It didn't even occur to me. I'm just really weirded out by what I just watched. And frankly, I was a bit bored until the last 15 minutes. I know, you're probably going to be surprised if you're a big fan of this movie, but I mean, it took 2 hours for her to even have the baby, and nothing that creepy happened in those 2 hours to build enough tension or sense of menace or doom to make those 2 hours that interesting. I mean, yeah, okay. She did get raped by the devil, essentially. But that scene took 5 minutes, and it was kind of titillatingly shot, almost to the point of immature notions of sexuality. So it was really hard to take it seriously. Like the entire rest of the movie, I was wondering if that really happened or not. And maybe because I've seen so many movies, I don't know. And I've seen so many of them. The vast majority of like the 1800 movies, whatever I've seen, have been made since 1968. So this plot seems obvious to maybe to the point of banality. Like I'm looking for subtext or underlying theme, or in some of the writings I've read to write this wrap up here, like are saying like, oh, it's like turning the story of Mary and Joseph on its head, which I can kind of see, but that seems like they're just generously reading a lot into the story that isn't really there. I don't know. It felt like it was trying to be serious and kind of like auteur, but it didn't really have the story and the plot and the character behind it to really carry it off. And the filmmaking expresses some interesting camera angle choices at times. Like I will give it that. Like, and then there was like that shot of Minnie through the peephole. And then this kind of slow reveal of the black draped crib that was kind of very disciplined. Like you didn't see it there through all the people. Like you were still wondering what all the people were going to do. And then the way the apartments were filmed were really beautiful. But those moments of visual interest like were really kind of few and far between. Like this is I felt like the story was like not really about Rosemary, that it should have been about Guy. Like he's an actor who sells his future baby to witches and allows his wife to be raped by the devil in exchange for fame and success. Like, now that's an interesting story. I feel like his inner journey in decision-making process would have been interesting to explore more. But, maybe at this time, that kind of callous disregard for his wife's feelings would have been a given. And I don't know. I feel a little disappointed, especially in the Rosemary character, because she's more of a visual representation of like fearful but ethereal womanhood than like an actual human woman with choices and agency, even as limited as those choices would have been in 1968. Like she does make a choice to get pregnant, but she doesn't know that she's carrying the devil's spawn in order to make a choice to abort it, as some writings discuss that I was reading. She doesn't succeed or even really try that hard to save herself or her baby, like with any intelligence or forethought or anything. Like, I don't know. She just accepts what the men tell her. She accepts what the neighbor gives her to consume without knowing what's in it. She lives with pain for months without seeking future help. Maybe that's the allegory here, that women in the 60s and before then, they put up with their husbands literally raping them and infantilizing them and living with pain in order to not upset their doctors. Like, I know that kind of stuff happened, but I don't know that I really want to watch a movie about it. Especially one in which she ends up just submitting in the end. The friends were trying to tell her, like the friends at the party, they were trying to tell her to seek help and work like clearly stronger and more contemporary examples of feminist womanhood. Like, so why is Rosemary such a traditional housewife and like kind of a weak, obedient, rather immature girl? I don't know. I almost feel like it would have been more interesting if a strong feminist, like career girl would have been chosen to be this devil's mother, devil's bride kind of thing and have all this happen to her. Like, even if she had ended up submitting and choosing to mother the child in the end, I think that would have been 100 times more interesting, like that inner conflict of like, I'm this kind of person, but this society and the society of witches of whatever that she gets sucked into would be forcing her to go this direction. Like, is there a horror movie like that I should be watching instead? You horror fans, let me know. Because, I don't know. I'm sure you all are sick of me bitching about it and are ready to move on like I am. I don't know. This is not the movie for me. It's not the horror movie for me. Because let's move on. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Hopefully you liked it better than I liked the movie. Subscribe, do all the things. It really does help the channel. Check out my Patreon for exclusive content and click here to watch another of my reactions next. You guys are awesome, and I love sharing movies with you. Good, and in this case, not so great. I'm not sure why this is a classic, but yeah. Thanks for watching with me.